The results of the first ballot for Conservative MPs are in, and Boris Johnson is taking a massive lead. I mean, look at this. He's got 114 votes compared to the second and third, who only have 43 and 37. I mean, he has more than the second and third combined. It's kind of crazy what's going on. You know, up until recently, no one thought Boris Johnson would be a likely, next prime minister. But yeah, it's pretty crazy what's going on for sure. And the way elections work for the Conservative Party in the UK is a little interesting. And basically, they have a bunch of rounds until they get down to the two final candidates, and only people in, like, the actual elected leaders in the party get to vote for them until the last two. And then the public gets to vote on who gets to be the next prime minister. But based on these numbers, it's looking like Boris Johnson, I mean, is definitely going to be in the final running. And see down here, like, those with fewer than 17 votes are eliminated. And I think the next round is, like, you have to have 33 or more to make it in. So based on that, it's going to be down to 3 people maybe by the next one, maybe 4, maybe this guy will squeak in. Basically, the Conservative Party is doing this as a kind of like a Hail Mary touchdown pass kind of result. And their logic is like, look, Boris Johnson might not be the best prime minister for the job, but if the goal is to get Brexit done under our leadership, then he's, who else but Boris Johnson to get it done? And they're basically saying if they don't follow through with Brexit on October 31st, which is, if Brexit doesn't happen under the Conservatives' leadership, then they might be voted out of existence, and the Brexit Party is just going to continue to grow and grow. And the Labour Party too, they might get voted out of existence because they're also part of the establishment right now as well. So oddly enough, Boris Johnson might be the only person that can save the Conservative Party and the Labour Party, as they are part of the establishment as well. I mean, it would be very fascinating to see if by October 31st, Brexit doesn't happen, because then we might be looking at a Nigel Farage prime minister, if no one delivers on it, because that's the entire point of the party, is to follow through with Brexit. And if it doesn't happen by October 31st, then, the Brexit party might be the leading party, might be like the only main party around, which is crazy to think about, but it definitely could happen. And if Boris Johnson does follow through with the Brexit, then that's definitely going to solidify his leadership position as prime minister. If he follows through with something massive like Brexit that's been kind of dragging on for years now. So he might actually stick around as prime minister for a long time if he actually does deliver on it. It's definitely fascinating to see that, nationalism is kind of taking over. And I mean, it makes sense, like, the globalists are just trying to control everyone and taking money away from everyone. It would be fascinating to see a meeting between Trump, Boris Johnson, and Nigel Farage, and just have a bit of a debate. That would be a pretty epic podcast, for lack of a better word, if those three were just talking about populism and nationalism and all the rest of it. But yeah, certainly pretty fascinating. I'm interested to see what happens next. But anyways, yeah, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching. Bye.